Paranormal Activity, the marked ones, I enjoyed it a lot. It was actually really fun, and I love the relationships between all the characters. You guys get to be the ladies in it, so I also like that. You have such a fun character. Tell me a little bit about being her and kind of grounding all those boys.
I loved my character. Irma was out there, and at the same time, she was the matriarch of the family. She sensed that there was a bad spirit in the building, and nobody took her seriously. And she was into her age and background, so that was that part of it. And then there was the part of Irma that was also playful and fun. And loved her children. Now, she was not a blood relative, but she was a neighbor. And then we had the two young men. One of them was my grandson, and the other one was his best friend. And that part of that little group of people made my character, I just loved Irma. I loved that character, and I loved playing her.
We all loved Irma.
Yeah.
I wish I had more scenes with her. I just like, even the drinking scene, I'm like, why couldn't I be a part of that? Like, Marisol's at work, at the salon, you know, like taking care of her family, but yeah.
Yeah, it was, and it was, I have mentioned this before, but the exciting thing for my role is that it's the first time that I work in a totally American production in which I speak only Spanish. And I did not utter a word of English. And I think maybe at some point I said, I love you. You know, I love you. But that's about it. And I don't think it's in the movie. I think it's going to be in that wonderful package where we have the uncut version.
Uncut version
Yeah.
of it all. So.
Yeah, and Blu-ray, DVD, digital,
And
HD,
digital,
everywhere. Yeah, yeah. So.
Right now it's available on digital release.
Oh,
So you
early.
can download it on iTunes.
Note that, guys. So in your own personal lives, do you guys believe in the paranormal?
I'm not.
You do?
I do. I don't read too much into it because I feel like if you give things like that energy, like sometimes like it comes out. But I mean, I'm very intrigued by it.
I'm
More
intrigued
so than,
by it. Yeah,
you know, like.
I'm intrigued in it.
Yeah.
I believe that it exists, but I lean more towards just being spiritual. And you know, if Sweetie Pie takes care of me,
Yeah.
I mean, what am I to worry about?
Exactly.
Did you guys have a favorite part of working on this film?
The favorite part, I think it's for me was having the relationship that I had with these young people, the two young men and the two young girls with whom I had such a wonderful relationship.
Yeah,
And
we really got to create a family
Yes.
on set,
Mhm.
which was really nice and helpful, and really is translated in the movie.
And we would hang out in the room together, and we got along so well that we would take that energy into the quarters that were the house where we were shooting, and so there was that wonderful energy all the time, and Christopher Landon just made our work fun all the time,
Yeah,
on
he
a
did.
daily basis, because not only is he a creative writer and director, but he gave us freedom. And he would let us do a scene this way and then that way, change this, change that, back and forth, and that was
And kept the
fun.
motion and kept
Yeah.
the fun in it instead of it just being like a repetitive thing. But also like the screaming was really fun for me. The screaming and the running. And
Because
then
she's a good screamer.
Yes, I am. I'm surprised more of it didn't make it, but maybe you'll see some more of it in the uncut version. But just like that, and just seeing all the different things from the other paranormal movies that, you know, like the questions were answered in this film, and actually going to the grandmother's house and being there, I was like, oh, like this is unholy, holy ground. According to the paranormal.
Well, you guys were fantastic. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for coming
Thank you.
by.